stick my chin right here. Right? Himalayan throat singing. Think anybody on YouTube's doing that?
Yeah.
I think we can definitely corner the market on NASCAR Himalayan throat singing. That could be our thing. We could be in business. Anyone who's into NASCAR Himalayan throat singing, we're going to be the top channel in America.
Hendrick.
We could.
Oh, let's do a show about NASCAR being pretty. We all back, baby dog, with Wrap It Up. That was loud in my ears. But we're glad to see y'all. We can't really see you. This is how TVs don't work that way right yet. They will, though.
We'll be able to see somebody.
You're not watching this on TV anyway. I'm old.
TVs.
What a boomer.
Sheesh.
Oh, my God. Speaking of boomers, last week at Dover, Martin Truex coming up with a big win.
The second oldest man in the field.
Yeah. He did pretty good. That wasn't bad. What do you think about that race?
Well, I enjoyed the battle between the 1 and the 19.
Yep.
That was good for a while. I thought the first half was kind of, well, my boy got taken out by, and then your guy had a penalty, which he came on the radio, was very, very calm, and he's like, I just have no idea why, like how this is happening. Like he was legit sounded like I
puzzled.
I don't know. He's like, I don't get it. Is what he said. He's like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And then William Byron, I thought, was going to just lead everything. But
and then he calmed down. I really didn't think they were going to have the runs they did at the end, but they took off. This man right here, he held it off. I thought maybe the 1 was going to get him, but he had the big energy. And he was able to make it happen. Listen, it's not been a while. I mean, he won the Clash, but that wasn't a points race. You know, This is a real one. So he didn't have anything last year. He went winless last year. He's back. I don't know. You know, everybody's been talking, does he retire? You're back. You're winning. You're having a good time. What do you think? He's not pinned down, you know. He's maybe a free man. I don't know his love life status, but I hear he ain't dating the same woman, so I don't know. What do you think? 19 come open next year? This win keep him around a little longer?
I think he'll be around another year anyway.
Maybe.
I think so. Because I don't know, like, who's going to jump in and replace him anyway.
That's true. Who is there? I mean,
the JGR Xfinity team this year.
I mean, there's Nemechek, sure. And I could see something happening there at some point, but I don't know. It's got to be Nemechek. I mean, I don't even know any, or the Smith. I mean, they're getting Smith ready.
They love all the Smiths.
They do. It's going to be a whole field of Smiths. Oh, coming in second place this week, though, like we were talking about, big number 1. He got the watermelon going on as we go down to Kansas. Go down. It's not really a down. It's an over from us anyway. It's down from somebody, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Whoever I said that to. I was talking directly to you for that moment. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. This paint scheme, though, the side of it looks like a piece of corn that's just been picked, but when you're opening it up, there's watermelon inside.
Well, that should fit well in Kansas then. Ha, we tricked you.
Got
you, all that corn out there.
You know who's number 1 in points now?
The number 1.
The number 1.
Crazy, man.
Everybody wants to blame everything on poor Ross, but he's doing something right, obviously, ain't he? Second place finish at Dover.
Yeah, I mean.
Got him a corn car made of watermelon. This man, he's
I mean, my guy got taken out because of something he did, but I'm not mad at him.
Yeah,
I was just, I mean, to me, a dude was in his way, and he's like, hey, just misjudged getting in the corner a little bit. But
I mean, the 15 is one of the worst cars. I mean, nothing against the guys driving it, but it just is. I mean, it's one of the worst cars in the field.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there trying to race, you know, some front runners because he's in the mid-pack for a second.
And Larson paid him back at the end.
Sure.
Even though there was a caution, which kind of didn't really – that was what really hurt Ross, I think. But Larson did hold him up for a couple laps.
Yeah.
But he was coming back. He was running Martin down.
The 54 was it the 54?
The 54 was got in his way too.
Yeah, that was all purposeful, but that's all right.
That's the corn dog man.
I don't know if it's corn dog. That's a corn melon man. Corn melon, not corn dog. Coming in third, I was really hopeful that this man would close the deal because he's a favorite of mine. One of my favorites, Mr. Star Wars leg tattoo himself, which I just admire. I wish I was brave enough to get the same exact tattoo. He has the big, Episode 3 tattoo on his covers like all of his calf. I'm so envious.
May the 4th
it is
be
May the
with
4th
you.
today. May
Today
the 4th be
is.
with you. So I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm to the point where my tags may say something about Star Wars. I mean, that much. So I'm Blaney, great guy. He's got a good-looking car this week. They're going to put a faucet on the front of the Menards machine.
I liked the scheme for Blaney at Dover a lot better than this, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
blue. He's a baby blue. Yeah,
Faucets.
He got him a third though. Listen, he's going to stumble across one. Here's a man who had
Here comes the money.
Big Rick's money flowing as they were going around the track, and I thought for sure he was going to win. I'm telling you, he's going to be somebody to look out for this week as they come up. When we were at a mile and a half last time, Hendrick was rip-roaring, and this man and the 5 are really hot. That one of them is going to win the race, in my opinion. Maybe I'm calling it too early, but 24 or 5 is what I'm feeling at this moment.
This guy got 19 out of 20 stage points.
Pretty good.
And then finished 4th.
Huh.
So
19 out of 20. Do a little bit better, man.
come on.
Couldn't win them both.
Jeez.
Loser.
He had
Rich
a really-
millionaire loser.
He had a really short run car. He was super
Yeah.
fast for 10, 15 laps and fell off. But
Yep. Yeah.
he's going back to school. Y'all go up there, check
Yeah,
him out.
Check it out. See what it do.
Oh.
Denny Hambone running FedEx again. At least they paying some bills. Denny pushing big ideas out there. I haven't looked into it. I heard the idea, and I thought it was stupid right off the bat, to be honest with you. And you told me you thought it was cool, and I went back and looked at it. I'm like, okay, maybe this is cool. But then again, also, maybe it's just Denny told me about it because when Junior made a show, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know. I respect Junior so much.
You thought it
Junior's
was
like, this is
cooler.
cool as hell, and I was like, well, hell yeah, Junior, let's do it, baby. So now I'm kind of like, this is a pretty good idea, really, to break it down. But I'd like to see it upset. You got to play the 51 car against the 11 or something, so it might be cool.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, they're doing it like a virtual. I mean, you can fill out your bracket before the idea that Hamlin threw out. I would love to see it actually implemented in real races.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
It
Like,
would be.
at least to keep,
That middle strain, just to have something interesting.
something
maybe
going on for 6 weeks.
Somebody wins the bracket, give them like 5, playoff points or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just something else, another to
But Denny-
ratchet it up a little bit more.
But Denny was talking about a lot of people are sports betting, and that would create a
Exactly.
lot of interest in that, which
Yeah, I'm with you. And listen, I know like DraftKings already has small like kind of bets like this anyway, but they'll have like 4, and it's like long as Christopher Bell beats, or they have it 1-on-1. They'll be like Larson beats the 22, and you got to pick on what those odds are. So it's kind of the same thing, but maybe it would uniform the whole thing a little bit better. It makes some more interesting matches ups because usually these sports betting places are just trying to get some 2 good cars. I want to bet the 51 against the 11. I want that long shot to pay off. I want something crazy going on.
oh,
More JGR.
Claire B. Lang.
Claire's on the car this week.
She's
Claire.
always.
Here comes the money.
She put her money
Oh.
down for serious NASCAR
And
this
you-
week.
somebody-
She's talking to somebody right
Somebody
now.
comment to us at some point. I'd appreciate it. You ever listen just to Claire? Like after the race, Claire is up. We think Claire's up maybe 24 hours a day with a microphone in her hand, just pacing with Adderall, like handfuls of it or something. The woman's just brutal. She's on air 24 hours a day.
She loves it.
Christopher Bell, early pick to be in the Final 4 win Cup this third way through the season for me. I thought he was going to be strong coming into the year. I think it's our pool where we pick everything ahead so that we forget who we even picked, and it's like it was all random, but
I
then
don't
you can only
remember.
blame yourself because you're the one who picked him. I think I had him in definitely the 8 round of 8.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking 4 now.
I
and
can't
he's
remember
strong.
if I put him. I know I picked Slick Billy Byron to win the whole thing, which seems like a decent pick now.
Yeah, with that,
I can't remember where I had Bell, but I like the blue on the car this week, and you got those signal vibes. Everybody's going to know what's going on.
Radiation signals. Can't see the poison coming. Let's get real InfoWars in here. Bleh, frogs. Okay.
I got
one more. One more.
Whoa.
The 45. Listen, I'm digging this.
This is
I
like
wish I had a better picture of it.
80s Nintendo.
Yeah,
scheme
right?
or
Like
something.
8-bit. Absolutely. It's all about fries, and I like the 8-bit about it. Like, seeing it early, I was like, man, this might be my rap of the week. But I held off. I saw something better coming.
I saw something that's coming that I think might be my rap of the week.
This is hot, though.
This is, yeah.
This, I'm, maybe if we broke it down one day, I'd change my mind. But at this moment, this, in my opinion, is the greatest McDonald's scheme to ever exist. Okay, this is better than Bill Elliott McDonald's, Jimmy Spencer McDonald's. I'm giving it to this right here. I dig this 8-bit deal. I like these colors. I'm all about this.
I wish I could see the hood.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
I don't know.
I like even, when they got to fade it back to black, like you don't even hardly notice. It's so
Yeah,
seamless.
because the letters in the McDonald's just kind of wash it.
The Jordan symbol, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's
I like
nice.
I wish I could see the hood. I'll see it on TV one day.
Probably. Folks, listen, before we go to a break here, we got to tell you, free stuff is what we're all about.
And this is worth way more this week because this man right here coming up just won the race.
Just won the race.
I mean.
That's huge. Listen, Kurt Busch going to be in the booth this week, I think, right?
Yeah, and Jimmy Spencer's doing something great somewhere.
Somewhere. Probably potato plants or something. It don't matter. He's doing it, though. 3 autographs. All you got to do is say who's going to win the race in the comments. If you get it right, you're the only one. You get stuff. If not, we'll random draw between them, and then you get stuff, too. So, okay. Just tell us who's going to win the race. You can't go wrong. Nothing bad could ever happen. You're just here. Watch this sponsor. It'd be the greatest thing you ever did.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276.
Wrap it up. Back with another go of what paint schemes are running this week at Kansas. And we're looking at them in the order that they ran at Dover. And we got through a few fellers, but we want to remind you real fast off the bat, if you are the type of people who like free autographs, you need to hit us up. And how you do that is very simple. You go on to the comments right below this, and you say, who's going to win the race? And you name them. And when you put the name there and they win, then we go, hey, that guy said it right, and we get you the stuff. It's that simple.
Free stuff.
Free stuff. It's almost too
free.
good.
It's almost free.
Almost. You have to type.
Whoa.
So, Big Brad. Bread.
Brad Keselowski.
Bread. I don't know.
Driving.
Is Brad a good name for a horse?
Yeah, they love it.
I mean, they like to eat it. But
yeah.
Would you call a horse Brad? Come here, Brad. I'm
Maybe.
riding Brad. It might be cool, actually.
And maybe.
Okay.
But he's got a hot paint scheme.
Yes,
week.
he does. I like this.
As
I
usual.
like the colors. He does. Listen, RFK's killing it. They got
Here comes the money.
so much energy over at RFK, and I can only think Brad has to do with it. It just came alive when he went over.
Yeah, seems.
It is the team with the best paint schemes. Guardian of the Galaxy on here. I don't know if that's all Kings Hawaiians doing or if it's a mix with Kings Hawaiian, how that works. They're, this is going to be the last Guardians movie, so they're selling out everywhere they can, cashing in on it.
I think I saw a promotion for Guardians on a King's Hawaiian commercial.
That's probably right. And it's probably cross promotion.
But,
somehow.
I ain't
going to Disney World either.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. If all the Guardians are dead, I mean, and that's the only reason you're going. There's no need to go.
Yeah. Plus, they're fighting over stuff with the state of Florida. So
Yeah, they got to fight Florida.
I ain't going there.
Fighting the government, that's treason. Brad Keselowski is a supporter of treason.
Put him in jail.
I knew he was. Oh my gosh! This is so hot, so hot. Oh, This is going to be. I'm going to call this. This is my rap of the week right here. Look at it. When you look at it at first, you're like, "What happened? What?" And then you really stare at it, and you're like, "Wait a minute."
Well, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you first look at it. I first look at it, and I'm like, "Well, this is terrible." But then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Well, no, this is not terrible." The more I look at it,
it's your brain can't understand the ominousness of this paint scheme.
that's right.
It's just
I
that
love-
good. I can't form the words to tell you how
It's
good a
so-
scheme this is.
It's so simple that it's not.
And it's look. I mean,
And
it's,
the colors of
they
the
got
numbers.
the honeycomb, and they went with the gray instead of the blue because it's still a fast. And also, they're still keeping with the normal thing, but they changed the flavor. You know,
What's the three little boxes at the where
That's
the
the-
exhaust supposed to be?
that's the new RFK thing.
Okay.
Apparently, they're sticking that on just about every paint scheme. You know, everybody wants to be like, our team, here's our togetherness. And that's supposed to be theirs, I guess. Hendrick used to, everybody had those neon numbers, you know, and I thought that was a great idea. Now, they changed that up a little bit. But who else has got something? Jimmy's trying to make something. He's trying to keep the name rails from the front pillar all the way back, if he can, I've noticed, to like flat black and doing that color off. You know, Petty always had the little thing around the 43. You know, everybody's got their little style, their branding, and I think that's what these little marks are.
Cool.
It's good, I guess. Oh,
And another same ally scheme for not Alex Bowman.
yes. He's not going to show a man how to bow a man. I don't know. That's
Them Appleberry's
They're
running.
apple bottom jeans with the boots with the fur.
He's in it this week.
Josh Berry coming back wearing, for some reason, non-flame retardant apple bottom boots, jeans
Yeah.
with boots with the fur. The fur may catch on fire. Not a good move. But he's a wild man, so he's going to do it. Listen, this man's going to go cup racing next year. There's no doubt. And the rumor is everybody's like, oh, he's going to the 4. What do you think about that? Is that a possibility? Is the 4 the best place to go? Is there a better
Hey, I guess
team?
I saw something. That was a rumor from J Ski this week.
I think I saw it on J-Ski.
I think okay,
It was
interesting.
on Facebook. It might have been J-Ski on feed.
Well, I mean,
I'm old. I'm ancient. I'm on Facebook.
I mean, Junior kind of just said it was insane to buy charters and go cup racing for a while. So,
Yeah.
I mean, looks like that would be a great opportunity for Barry if that's real.
Yeah.
I think.
I
I don't know what
who's
a
SHR
fit-
got? I think SHR needs Barry more than Barry needs SHR, honestly. I think Barry's putting up finishes here that shows he knows how to drive a cup car, and he's just going to get better at it as he has more
Yeah.
time in it. So I think
mean-
this man's a prime candidate. And
Yeah.
so what car do you go with? Where do you go?
Priest is learning a little bit. Almirola just, I don't know. He should have quit, I guess, when he said he was going to.
It just fell off, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I
what
feel
are
like-
you going to do at SHR? You going to bring Cole Custer back up and put him in the head car?
He's
No.
not even doing anything in Xfinity.
Right. It's
So
not going to happen. That's got to be
Huh.
the answer. Here's the teammate. He drove the 9 for a while, back on the uniform track, hauling them uniforms around.
I typically don't like this scheme,
Yeah.
but I like it better on the newer car. I just keep remembering it from the Bristol All-Star race when they
Yeah.
had it at Bristol.
Right.
All the lights underneath it. And all
Yeah, that was the
stuff.
neon car, which people thought was cool, but everybody also hated on at the same time, and so they never did it again. Which you know what, I would have thought it was cool if they had taken any kind of effort to match up the color of lights. Like you got a
Yeah.
green car, you get a green light, right? Red car gets a red light, but they randomly put the lights on. So I remember like Kurt Busch was driving like a red and black car, but he had like a blue light. I'm like, why would you not put the red light on his car?
Sure.
It just didn't make
Plus,
sense. to me.
Lionel was charging extra for the diecast.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you wanted a
It was more to get that little
was like
little
10 or
LED
15
on there.
$10 or
$15
$15
for an LED
They'll
or
go to
something.
Walmart and buy a bunch of LEDs for that.
Just stick them on there, yeah. Oh, well, Chase lost, though, to Barry. I mean, that says something. But here's Bubba. Bubba's won Kansas last year. Bubba coming out with a 0 sugar, which
You like to drink them, don't you?
I'm a big supporter of the Dr. Pepper brands. I would tell you how many I drink a day, but I should not admit that on camera for health insurance reasons. So it's a lot. I've drank a few of them. I didn't pay for this whole scheme, but I paid for a lot of them.
Yeah.
I might have bought the ink and the printer for Bubba's car this week. Bubba going to Kansas, I feel like it's going to be like Dega. Like, he's won there before, so he's like, I've got it, and I'm putting everything on the line, and it's records or checkers. Like, he's not going to settle for top 5.
He won the last time we were at Kansas, but he's in some kind of funk or something this year to me. I don't know. I just don't see him.
We'll find out.
Don't see him pulling it off.
Somebody about to find out.
Of course, I mean, when you're in a funk, there's always got to be a point where you turn it around.
Right.
But
or not.
Or not, maybe.
Could just be.
Seems it's fair game. You know, the fans love it.
Yeah, just get terrible and wrecking, be out of the ride. Yeah.
All right.
Cold custard. It happens. Oh, here comes his brother in Christ, Mr. Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
Not Ty Dillon. With his with his big caffeine dream machine. Again, he had a great run.
Yeah, he was running top 5 for a while, Dover. They were talking about him, and so there was a whole piece I was just caught interesting. Rusty Wallace, Clint Boyer, and Mike Joy were kind of arguing or debating, I guess you would say, on broadcast about whether that Ty Gibbs is actually being held back by the company, that he wants to run harder and do like he's used to, and they're trying to hold him back.
I wouldn't doubt that a bit. I mean, I'm sure they'll take a win if he's up front, go for it. They're not like, let off, but I guarantee the idea there is probably get solid finishes, finish races, because the whole idea to begin with before the Kyle Busch fiasco was that Ty was going to do another year in Xfinity for another championship, and then, that would put Truex at the end of this one-year extension he signed, thus leaving an open seat for Gibbs to move up. But the Kyle Busch thing changed that totally, so I think they still want some development out of the boy. I could be wrong, but I think that was a big concern for Joe, that he didn't just get out here and get hurt or get crazy, or that he gets something for the future that you're building long-term, win cups later. It's not, listen, the man's going to own the team. It's not like he's going to be out of a ride,
Yeah.
Well, then again.
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon.
Sometimes it don't matter if Papa owns the team.
That's true.
So, here's a man who knows about Ty Dillon.
Foley.
His teammate.
Is that a turkey or a Aflac duck or
it's
eagle?
That's wasn't that the guy who was always mad at Foghorn Leghorn in the cartoon? That was his rival, Chicken Head Man.
Corey, call us. Tell us what you got. Tell us what your car means. I don't know.
Faux.
Faux.
Hey, faux. I like faux chicken heads, please.
Well, may the foe be with you.
It is May 4th. May the chicken head force be with you. Now, listen, he drove this last week, too. First time he drove it this year, last week. They're going back-to-back on it. They want to drive the pony home. Chicken heads for everybody down at this one. I don't know about, listen, he got a 14th? Yeah. That's a top 15.
That's pretty good for him at Dover,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Next week, I don't see the mile and a half being as nice to him.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Let's look at one more here. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, another more mac and cheese.
It's kind of like the mac and cheese he ran before, but remember the hood was blue last time because it said Kroger's.
And this one's got just a huge noodle on it.
This one says, I think that says Ralph's or Dalton's. That's it, Dalton's. It's another one of the supermarkets that Kroger owns in places that they tell us is real that isn't. We got Kroger's around here in Appalachia. There's Ralph's somewhere, and then somewhere that I haven't been are Dalton's.
Yeah, like in New Mexico or somewhere?
Maybe, yeah. Somewhere over there, so they're pushing them. And Kroger's a big company. They got all these different chains, so... apparently, the 47's deal this year is we will not run the same scheme twice because every week it's been different. So go for it. I don't know about these giant dots they're going to put on the windshield. I don't think that's a good way for Ricky. But
no, Ricky's going to have a hard time.
It does make it look like a good smiley face, though, so I see what they're going for.
Yeah.
So I'll give them that. Great job, Ricky.
That's the corn dog man.
Folks, not lokes. I don't know what a loke is, but people who like Loki, the TV show. Well, we're talking about Disney a lot today.
I ain't going to Disney World.
Listen, make sure you comment and tell us who's going to win the race. You can win these 3 autographs. Right now, though, I have an even better prize for you, and it is the knowledge that White Blaze Outdoors can take you on the adventure of a lifetime for a price that will blow your mind and your budget out of the water because you'll have so much money left over you can go on 3 more vacations. Check out this commercial from them, please.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
Oh, it's
Wrap it up.
and we are the people who are having the rap of the week for some reason.
All the time.
This is stage 3 of Wrap It Up, folks. We're looking at paint schemes. That's what we do here, and then sometimes we go out and talk to people. I tried that last week. Nobody cared in New York City. Some people from North Carolina wanted to talk to me, and I try to be nice to everybody. But I asked the man, he said he wasn't into NASCAR anymore, and it wasn't that he's an old-timer because his favorite driver was Jimmy Johnson. I'm like, what do you not like about it? And he says, I think NASCAR has become too commercial. And I said, yeah, the cars with billboards painted on them, that is kind of commercial. Yes, sir. So I don't know.
It's been like that for
It's a little while.
a few decades.
Maybe since the 50s. I don't know. So I was like, okay, dude, whatever you got. Everybody's got their own opinion. But we're looking at paint schemes today, and we are going through everybody and how they finished at Dover. The 43 car of Eric Jones came in 16th.
Eric Jones.
He's driving the Allegiant Airline car. Ooh, ooh. Get on a plane for $100 and see if you live.
You might see Mike Jones on there, too.
Mike Jones probably had to fly Allegiant these days.
Yeah.
That's where he's his
Back then, they didn't
Back
want
then they didn't want him, but now
He's
now
got
they take it.
He's got a season pass
Might have
for
to get
Allegiant.
2 seats. His pockets stick out just as much as his belly, I heard. So anyway, listen, big news this week. Legacy Motorsports going to be Toyota next year.
That's crazy.
Right? Everybody's like, oh, my God, Richard Petty's number on a Toyota. We can't believe it.
I even find it more difficult that Jimmy switched allegiances.
Yeah, that seems pretty big.
Jimmy is 7
always-
championships and a Chevy, and
it's a big Chevy loss.
you got to promote do what you need to do for your
Absolutely.
business.
Listen, and I think it's a good move for Gallagher and Jimmy and everybody.
You're the boss, Jimmy.
Jimmy's
I'm the
definitely
boss.
made the decision. I think Gallagher's went with it because he understands the business of it, that this put them in the best position. I mean, at best, listen, if you've listened to Cora LaJoy talk about the stacking of Chevrolet and how they rank the teams, these guys at best are like 4th, 5th, 6th maybe in pecking order, way down. And I don't think Toyota arranges their teams in the same kind of tier system that Chevy does. So I think automatically they're going to go to, and even if they do, they're going to 3. They're definitely going to move up in pecking order. And I think they're going to get more information from and more help from Toyota than they do from Chevy. So I think it's a smart move.
Yeah.
Eric Jones will be back in a Toyota again. That'll put Noah Gregson in a Toyota. Listen, I don't think the King's got a problem with his number being on a Toyota. He had Dodges, he had Pontiacs, he had Fords, he had Chevys. He did just this thing. Whoever had him the best deal, that's who he was going to run with. He ain't no fool. Coming in right behind him, Ryan Preece.
Right.
If you saw our last episode, maybe there's a little clip there from Talladega, and the lady who sat in front of us in the stands was not happy at all with Ryan Preece.
She wanted to choke him.
And she, I heard her say the word rape at one point. She was very mad.
She was very intoxicated as well.
Yes, she tried to
Extremely.
get her husband to also instigate and scream from the stands. I mean, it was a good ways off, demanding that Ryan Preece and Kyle Larson have a fist fight again. And was adamant that maybe it would take place, but it didn't. Haas, Gene gonna pay the bills.
Pay it, Gene.
I like the colors. Let's go for it,
Get
baby.
you a
Do
hammer.
it to it.
There's another
another
Allmendinger action.
Yeah. I don't like this scheme really. It's boring.
It is. There's not much action from the man.
It's not. I mean, but it does convey what it is. You do know the brand, Action. I don't know what they do. They're an industry of some sort. Again, I need a picture. Right now, I'm going to guess they build bridges based on that logo with the A. That's all I got.
Curved bridges.
Yeah.
Very smart engineers.
Yeah. The 4.
What in the world?
He ran this last year. Now, listen, you see how it's weird with these streaks? That wasn't me. This is the Stewart Haas art department put this up, okay? This is what they gave us, and I'm going to show it to you.
This is almost like the AI generating.
Yeah, right? Yeah. The AI maybe – I
better.
think you could have streaked it better, fellas. I know you got to slap some stuff up and keep it going on the social media, but come on. This is a little much, these little spikes. It's not a good shot of it.
Break a bush.
I like just, the countryside look, though. I think that's cool in the sky.
They should have a cow on it or something.
Yeah.
Come on, Harvick.
Maybe like a pig with wings on it or something. Just some little joke in there. Throw something in. It's not a bad scheme, though. Barry could be driving it next year. But then, again, Busch not going to hang around on the 4-car next year, right? Everybody's, there was a whole talk Busch is going to move to somebody else. We talked to people, random people, unnamed people at Talladega who told us they talked to people. So this is all quadruple hearsay that the decision had been made and that
for Anheuser-Busch,
Chastain would be the new Busch man.
Yeah.
But again, this is campground, triple sec, triple told lies. So don't believe a word of it.
Another one. DJ Harrison Burton. Another one. All right, see ya.
The 8 car. Cheddar's is back with them buttery rolls. I like this scheme. I wish Cheddar's would serve me when I go there to eat. I haven't. It's not that I have been rude or drunk or anything. Just nobody waits on us when we go in.
I remember you telling me.
The Bristol Cheddars don't got nobody working in it. Nobody will pull a job there, and the people who do work there is like, whatever, dude. If you hang out, maybe
Kyle Busch, please come
get something done.
Make an appearance at our Bristol Cheddars in September.
I'd like to see that.
And wait a couple tables or something.
Kyle would have to show up and they'd be like, whatever, dude. Just go out to the fountain or something. We'll call you in an hour and tell you if anybody wants your autograph. Oh.
I like the car, though.
Yeah, listen, I like the food at Cheddar's, too. I hate it because he's won twice, and there's a free code for a free meal, free chicken tender meal.
But no one will give it to you.
But they won't wait on us. It's a shame. Oh,
you could get waited on to Love's Truck Stop.
Oh, absolutely. I've never stopped at a Love's Truck Stop and not purchased what I wanted.
Superior service.
They loved me. I didn't get fresh croissants covered in way too much butter, though.
Nah.
But they also wouldn't work on a transmission, so there's give and take in everything, you know?
You got pick and choose, man.
Pikachu every day, man. I agree.
Pikachu. Did you find him?
You got Pikachu every day. This, speaking of Yallo, Pikachu.
Uh-huh.
If any car in NASCAR is Pikachu, it is
Michael McDowell.
Michael McDowell. He is Pikachu. He can spin around and boo and just go, right? I have no idea what Pikachu actually does. I've never watched Pokemon one day in my life. Nathan, please comment. Tell us what Pikachu does.
Back too easy.
Is he Michael McDowell? Oh, who's ready for drunk lepers? We got Cialis on the car. Live Fit. Oh, it's delicious. We came so close to buying it on the last trip.
This is actually non-alcoholic beverage.
I know. I keep thinking it is from the start of the year. For some reason, I thought it was alcoholic. I'm just rolling with it.
I opened a cooler up at some random gas station in Alabama where my credit card got stolen.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had my hand on one. I was like, I'm going to try this, and I didn't.
I wish you had. They had a sign outside after you went in. It was like, buy 2 of these.
You get something, right?
It was like 15 cents a gallon off.
I know.
I was like, crap. Like, it would have totally paid
for itself.
The
for
gas,
sure.
yeah. So we should have got some, but we didn't. Maybe on the way to Darlington we'll try it. Especially, in the morning if it's non-alcoholic and it's Live. It's healthy. Is it healthy? It just says live fit. It wants me to think it's healthy.
It wants you to believe that you're healthy because you drink it.
But, corn dogs also tell me they're healthy.
That's the corn dog man.
It's got bread. It's got meat. It's balanced food group. So, and
you
it's
can't
not
trust
healthy.
Michael Walter.
You can't. Hey, I'll tell you what, though. We need to go down to the brewery. You come to Bristol, go to the brewery. The man's got some good food.
The Michael Walter Brewery is pretty legit.
It is legit. I had some serious food there. I don't know why we don't go more. We should be there. Speaking of bacon, there's a man who loves bacon. Hey, I saw what's going to be his throwback, and I don't want to give it away because we're a paint scheme podcast, but everybody else has already seen it anyway, so what's the difference? Did you see it? He just released it today. It's a good one because of the layout and the way they did it. It's a throwback to Dale Jr.'s baseball all-star win, the red and white.
Daytona one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, it's Smithfield, but they got like a dude running instead of a baseball player. I guess he's just got energy from bacon or something. But the colors are right and everything, so they did a really good job with it. Yeah. Speedy Cash.
Snoople Cash. Snoople Deals.
.com. Listen, let me, as someone who has taught economics before, I'm going to give you the free lesson right here. When you see Speedy Cash or something, I'm not knocking a product, just fast cash, hey, we got a bunch of money you can get for nothing, that's a trap.
Yep.
It's a bad trap. And now you can do it on the internet. You don't even have to drive over there anymore.
I know.
So this is even more entrapment.
Who is this Gillen this week?
This is Gillen, gets to drive his own car this week. Listen, dude's doing well. He got back in the car last week and had the worst finish he's had. I don't know. The 36 hypes him up, I guess. I don't like this paint scheme that much. I think it looks cheap. It looks like a low-funded Bush Series team from 1988 to me.
It's because they got ripped off on SpeedyCash.com. They don't have any more money.
Like, even if all you're doing is money. You've got money. Just get a decent scheme.
Somebody sell us a sticker. We'll put it on here.
They repossess those stickers.
Oh!
Ooh, Tron's in the game now.
Wow.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. That's what Tron sounds like. Early 80s technology.
Man. Dude, I really like this for some reason.
It's pretty hot. Listen, it's got a good glow to it right here. It looks good. I guess this is supposed to be Freightline's electric line because everybody's got to be electric in the future.
It's electric slide.
The electric slide. Man, they're going to play folks, get ready for commercials featuring the song Electric Slide coming up in car commercials. Justin's just nailed it. We're over here doing marketing work for the people. Like, it's coming. Get ready for it. You'll remember when you hear it. Two-car did not have a good run for a Penske car all the way down here in 26th, but the car is going to look hot next week.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that.
Nice.
Let's take our last break. Think about what we've done with our life, what we'd rather do with our life, and maybe we'll come back and the paint schemes will look prettier by the time we get done.
Bristol, baby.
Ooh, dog.
White Blaze Outdoor provides educational hiking tours, fly fishing trips, and shuttles. We're located in Abingdon, Virginia near the Appalachian Trail. If you are only looking for an afternoon hike to see wild horses or a full multi-night trip, we have what you need and know where you want to be. We are currently booking adventures in southwestern Virginia and northeast Tennessee. For more information, visit whiteblazeoutdoors.com or call 276-356-7068.
Panda, wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
I just wanted to go panda there for a second. I just want to see if I could rap good enough that we'd get a mark that the song was actually playing, if I sounded that much like the guy.
Copyright.
Yeah, I want to see if I can nail copyright just out of my mouth. Panda. I got broads in the limb.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Boom.
this is the last stage of Wrap It Up. We are looking at the paint schemes coming up for that place called Kansas that Clint Boyer loves. And honestly, I didn't used to care for Kansas that much, but it's been a pretty decent race here lately. It's got a lot better.
For a 1.5 mile race, sometimes something crazy happens.
Yeah, right.
Especially after Chicagoland was getting to be a decent race, and then they just hey, we're just going to put trucks here. We're going to park stuff here.
I know, right? Just
plow
sell
it down.
And
no,
I
that's
was
Kentucky. Never mind.
No, well, they got it there too.
Okay.
They sold a bunch of the land, I think, for an industrial.
But we
park
went to
for both of them.
Kentucky, and it was terrible.
It was awful, wasn't it? We
Terrible
went twice, didn't we? Yeah, we gave it a second try, and it was bad.
Ugh,
it wasn't as bad the second time. The first time we went, though, was a snoozer. Truex, which you can win a signed autograph of right here if you just tell us who wins the race this week in the comments.
There it is.
Truex led all 900 of the laps that were run at Kentucky that day. I mean, it literally was just traffic following each other. It was not in the traffic. It was not a good one. I was going to go to Chicago the year that they were like, nope, no more Chicago.
No more Chicago.
Because my wife had to be up there. But, take away all the great things I have.
I bet on it.
Speaking of someone who's had all the great things in life taken from him, such as his brother.
Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon.
Your boy Austin Dillon is running the BetMGM again this week.
He may be growing grapes for Papaw, though, in his wine.
Yeah. He could probably crush grapes. He's been crushing a lot of cars lately and winding up back in the back of the pack.
Just put the grapes in the car. Save you a lot of time.
That makes it a collectible also. Just like this. Look, we got parts of cars hanging up here. That grape juice, that's a whole nother level. Really raced grape juice. It's a pretty good deal. We got this picture for some reason, and I'm going to be straight up with you. Maybe you wouldn't notice, but since we're a paint scheme show, I'm going to cop right here. I don't think this is the right current paint scheme because it says March Madness on the hood. I think the picture...
March matchups.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm betting the hood don't say that this week. And I'm betting... If I went back and looked at the RCR social media where we would find this picture, I bet this post isn't there anymore. And I bet they put up the real one now. So the hood's probably going to look different. I don't mind this scheme. It's pretty simple, but it works.
The 8 run it too, right?
The 8 has run it, but his is a little bit different.
Different.
His a little more, his writing's in gold and stuff. His looks a little more classy. I don't know why I think that, but I do.
Yeah.
3, the 51 from J.J. Yaley again this week.
Biohaven's going to sponsor the Juan Pablo Montoya.
Really?
Yeah.
He's running, the IMSA series?
Yeah. For Rick Ware.
For Rick Ware Racing. Woo.
Here comes the money.
Man.
Juan Pablo and Rick.
He's back.
Oh, don't get the jet dryers out there.
Yeah.
They'll have a fit with it. I tell you what, this scheme needs to go away. This car needs to go away. I'll give JJ his due. He's had a couple good runs. Someone I was talking to made a very good point to me that I just didn't have time to realize. With Cody gone, charters being as worth as much as they are, Rick Ware runs as bad as it is. There's no son to leave the team to now. Is this where Junior lands a charter at now? Could one of these two charters go up for sale for these back runners? Because both guys, J.J. Yaley, who's driving this week, and Brandon Poole, who will be in the 15, neither one of them are running for cup points at all. So you have no Rick Ware driver even running for the cup. I mean, I know, it's about team points for them, but they got some sponsorship. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
Could you think of anybody else that's more likely to sell at this point?
Oh, no.
Right? So, I mean, that's it. That's the best bet, I think, if a team's going to go down soon.
Yeah, because that front row will keep pushing.
Spire's trying to work up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Rick Ware may be a wounded animal is all I'm saying. Ziggler. Ziggler. What is Zig Ziggler? How do I know Zig?
Zig Ziglar?
Is that the name of the guy in Boogie Nights?
I don't know.
Marky Mark is Zig Ziglar. I don't know. I don't think that's right. I don't know what Zig Ziglar is. Is it those things you make your own cigarettes with?
Let's email BJ and ask him.
Oh, man. BJ stepping out of his own car this week. BJ has only ran 8 races so far.
Right.
But
he's
tied with Cody Ware.
Tied with Cody Ware.
Who's ran 7.
He's only raced 7 races.
And they're only 17 points behind your boy Ty, who has ran 11. That's a very bad situation for Mr. Ty Dillon. So we got Josh Bickle, the founder of Bickle Lighters.
Bick Lighters, yeah.
He is running the Ziggler Car Auto Group. I guess this is it's a used car, or maybe it's a new car. It's a car lot, okay? They're selling cars. I hope they're selling Chevys at least, when the what is it, Chevy Corvette parts Ford that was always running for many seasons. It was always the Ford sponsored by Corvette Parts.
Yeah.
.com. I was
Makes
like,
a lot of
can't you
sense.
sponsor a Chevy for Corvette Parts? Why is it always on a Ford? So stupid. Oh, the 14 had a terrible finish.
Man, I didn't realize he was that far back.
He's no, he did.
What happened to him? I just missed that.
He just didn't have a day. You didn't see him much.
Wow.
I think he did have a few problems though. Didn't he have a flat? And going on, and he was like pulling into pit road. He was held back. Maybe I'm
Right.
thinking of somebody else, and Bubba had to
I know,
come
and
in
then
right after him.
Harrison Burton spun on coming on pit
Maybe I'm
road
thinking
too
about
or
Harrison.
something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, bad go, but he's bringing in the Rush. I think this is the first time Rush Trucking Center has run this year, right? Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, this
Maybe they run the
sponsor's been with
41.
the 14 for a while. I mean, think about it. This was on the last few years of Tony driving it and all through
Yeah.
Boyer. So really, this is a long time running sponsor for the 14. I like. It used to be a lot more yellow. I like it black. I like this.
Yeah. It's a little boxy in places,
Sure.
but this is really boxy. So
Here's the 22, who again, 22's having a lot of bad finishes, man.
it was
Where's he at in
fun.
points?
I wish the last caution hadn't come out because I thought Ross and Truex were going to have a good heyday.
Yeah,
But
yeah, me too.
I was very happy that
Just happy to see this man.
Logano ate
get
the
there.
wall hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it took him out. He's still 13th in points.
did you see the
he's
flames
gonna make it.
shooting out of the
Yeah.
like where there's the
Yeah.
louvers on the hood?
Yeah, it
The
was,
flames were just coming out. That was
it
wild.
took off. Definitely an oil line or something. He's burning it down 100%. Even you burn down the rear tires if you win. You burn down the front if you lose
If you
really
lose.
bad. So that's what Logano was doing. Your boy's way back there. Wonder
Yeah.
why. What happened to him?
He
Did something bad happen?
Hendrick.
he got hit.
By who? Who would do such a thing?
Well, Ross Chastain
Wow.
hit the 15.
It's always Ross's fault, you know.
Ah.
Everybody's.
The wrecking ball came in and made us 3 wide.
I don't know. Went 3 wide this time. He just wanted the
just-
15 out of the way.
Yeah, he's just like, hey,
Kyle.
I need to.
Wasn't even really near it. It just
Nah, he just
happened to him.
picked the wrong way to go and just got rammed. So
He's been getting a lot of wrecks this year. He's running the big Hendrick cars at come. Hey, listen, when I was in New York City, I met with a man just talking to him there, one of the presidents of one of the big sports investment groups in America. I told him about this podcast that has 38 subscribers. Explained to him we were amazing. And he really didn't, for a man who invests hundreds of millions of dollars into sports, he didn't know a lot about NASCAR at all. He understood who the Frances were. He knew about my research. I was like, the France family. And then he began to tell me about how sports business would work and about how teams worked. And I was like, dude, I think every single NASCAR fan knows this. Because I mean, we get all these looks at how the teams work and the ownership and all these things, and he's breaking it all down. He's like, this. And I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, and he's like, well, there's a big push for other ownership and all this. And I'm like, yeah, we have this charter thing going on right now. He's like, really? Like, he'd never even heard of it. I'm like,
wow.
Not knocking the guy. He seemed like a very fine guy, but he also, he's
needs
not the
to-
NASCAR type. He was like, I think the big come-up thing will be women's soccer. So he's on a very different market, I think, than we are. No offense to women's soccer. Jordan is a women's soccer coach, that
Yeah,
fills
he
in.
loves it. He's
And
good.
but he's ignorant too, so that's okay. Love you, Jordan. Okay, number 15.
There he is.
Here he is, the damaged man. He was in his first start of the year for any team in the Cup Series.
So Brennan Poole's in it this week.
He's going to come back again, and he's going to have a new sponsor, GoMaro.com /donate forward
that looks
/
looks like a emblem from a UK football club.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
This is a
Premier
very-
League.
Yeah, I can see that. This is a very soccer-looking car.
Yeah.
Very much. It's it's red, white, and blue, but it doesn't really. I don't think red, white, and blue. Maybe it's just where it's such a dark blue. I don't know. It's kind of ugly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
VDL. You got VD. You had VD for a long time.
Now you don't.
Now you go tomorrow
You lost it.
and you get rid of it.
The L's gone.
That's it.
The L you lose.
VD losers.
VD lose.
Sponsoring the 15.
Another hotel.
Another one.
Another casino.
Oh, listen,
Another place for rich people to fall over.
fly it down and stay in it. They're gonna get some sponsors. They're on the come up. Hey, here's that black rail I was talking about. You see what I'm saying with the gold letters? That's Jimmy all day right there. He's the black and gold, baby. We're rich.
Legacy.
Oh, the 99, not a good week either.
Mr. Worldwide. He gonna sponsor. Yeah, man, the 99.
What are the odds that
having
Mr. Worldwide would own a car and the sponsor would be the
Worldwide
Worldwide
Express?
Express? Because that's just something he could have wrote on there himself, right? I mean, dang, the marketing. Why have they not made a commercial about this? This is huge. This is Pitbull is a magic man.
He needs to.
He was on the
be
car
a little
last
more
week.
magic.
He does need to be a lot more magic. I did hear a Pitbull interview, and he's like, when I hear the team's done good, I try to reach out. And I'm like, when you hear they've done good, you own a team. What do you mean? Like, I got a call. We got 15th last week. What? You're not even checking, like, watch the breakdown on YouTube or something. I mean, dear God, man.
Right.
Own a team and don't watch. In last place.
Another funeral home.
Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon.
Not good. Not good. Not good at all.
It was quite hilarious. Like a very loud, laughing out loud on my couch. It looked like Ty Dillon put his car in reverse and slammed into the wall after he had wrecked.
Yes. I think he floored it, honestly.
He
He got it spun around, and he's like, reverse, and held it down and just backed into it as hard as he possibly could. Oh, ridiculous.
But then they were on the commentary, they're like, once you hit the outside wall, you can't help but not hit the inside wall at Dover because the way it was banked. And I was like, well, it's on the straight wall.
Right? Yeah, he had some momentum coming off of there. I was looking at the tires. I don't know how in the world. There were other people wrecked behind him. I don't know how he got dead last. He got 1 point again. That's how he's so far back in points. There's several times he's got 1 point per race.
Yeah.
Just entering. It's bad.
Man.
Who you think's got the
Tough gig.
win?
The win at Kansas.
Who's got the...
Here comes the money.
Tell us the money pick this week, Justin. Who will do the do?
Do the do da da dee da. Man, we just talked about him having some bad finishes, but I'm going to go with Joey Logano.
Ooh.
Because he's good at Kansas.
He is.
If it's not Logano, it'll be a Hendrick driver.
Yeah, that's my pick, and I'm thinking 24 or 5, and in the heat of the moment,
Hendrick.
I got to go Super Hendrick. 5 car pulls it off. I think 3rd win of the year. He's gonna start racking them up too. It's gonna get quite.
He's had the fastest car a couple races and got.
If he don't get wrecked, look for him to be in the big checkered square.
Oh,
fighting Bill Goldberg for the belt live in Las Vegas.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, Bill Goldberg. Kyle Larson will fight all comers this weekend, Kansas City.
Yeah.
If you're at a tweet up and he's there or something, ask him about it. Will you fight all comers? Will you defend your championship belt?
Throw some barbecue at him.
See what happens. Tell him we said hi. Folks, we appreciate you listening to us be ignorant. Y'all have a good week.